Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to create a web application on ArcGIS Online so that viewers can view your web map in their mobile devices and be able to pan and zoom and search for items on your web map. So the first thing I'm going to do is log into ArcGIS Online, then I'm going to head over to the content section, and in your content section you should have a web map ready to go. So that web map should have feature layers on there. All those feature layers should be styled, and your visibility ranges and everything should be set up in there and ready to go. Once you've got that ready, you can go over to the create app option, that button in the top left corner, and go create app and use instant apps to build your web application. So I'm going to go instant apps, and it'll take me through some questions here. So it says, what do you want to do with your app? So I want to provide some public information where they can find certain elements like fire hydrants, for instance, because that's what I have in my web map. So I'm going to go provide public information, and I want to show people what's close and what isn't close and how to get there. So I'm going to select proximity to a feature, and then I'll just use one of these nearby templates. So these are just templates. You can check out different ones if you want, but they all will give you a little sample if you like, and check out what it's going to look like, and gives you a little bit of a preview there. So you can play around with that. I'm going to choose the nearby option, give my map a title. I'm going to call this hydrants because I'm showing fire hydrants, and you can give it a tag and save it in a folder. Go create app, and now it'll bring you into the wizard option where you can go through the wizard and apply some settings to your web app. So the first thing I'm going to do is set up my map. So I'm going to select the map to display. I'm going to select it from the list, and I want to use the hydrants web map that I built earlier. So I'm going to go select map, and then I'm going to zoom down to I can check out some details if I want on that, if I like. Otherwise, I can just go back and hit the next button and move on with my wizard. So I'll click next, and it'll ask me for a title, which I've already applied. Here you can go ahead and enter in some text. So you can say, find easily using this map, or whatever you want to do. You can have an introduction window which will tell the user what they're in for. So we've got some basic text here that's already defined, giving them some instructions. You can go ahead and change that if you like and save it, but you can keep the default if you also like that, and apply some additional alternative text if you want. This one will be empty, but you can go ahead and add in whatever you like there. So once you've got that, I'm going to click next and zoom through again, include the layers that I want to use. So this is for the search results. So I'm going to, in my case, if I only want the users to be able to view the hydrants, then that's the only one that I will turn on right now. So again, if you want the search results to include hydrology and all the other layers, you can include those as well. But if it's just your focused feature layer, just click that one on. You've got some units here. You can add some layer effects so that for your visualization, when you search for things, it'll show a little drop shadow or whatever you want there. You can add in some directions to allow people to find the place if they want, and if they want to export out a JPEG or a PNG image of that map, they can go ahead and do that if you click that one on there. And I'm going to go next, and here's where I'm going to supply a layer list. I would turn this one on because it'll allow the user to turn layers on and off if they want, and be able to share this map online to social media if they like as well. You can turn on this so they can have a search place, so they can zoom around and search in the search window here on your map. And I'll click next again. Specify a theme if you like, dark or light, whatever you like, and then there's also some presets here where you can apply some different options for your background. And for the widgets, these are little tools that are going to show up in your web map. You can go ahead and tell it which ones you want and where you want them to be. So for instance, right now they're all going to be in the top right, but if you want to throw some into the top left, you can go ahead and pop that in there for your home button or whatever you want. So you can stage that any way that you like, and when you're done that, we'll click next again. And we can have a language switcher if we want. So we want to add the translation, we can go ahead and do that. That's always handy too for folks. So if you got some translation, you can add another language if you like simplified Chinese or whatever it is that you like. Configure that up if you like, and keep that map widget icon to language if you're using the translator. And once you're done that, you're going to go ahead and click publish, and that'll publish your web map live, and you can go confirm, and then you'll say authorize, and that'll allow people to be able to search through your web map. So once you've got that, you can go ahead and click launch, or you can copy the link. If you copy that link, you should be able to go into a browser and right click and paste that link, and there's your web map. So if you look for that in your mobile device, people should be able to see your map, and now you've got a web map. And if you pop back over into the content section there and give that a little bit of a refresh, you should see a new web application listed, and that's your web. There it is, Instant Apps, and you just built a web map. Good job. Thanks everybody. Bye now.